Welcome to your first session on the Microsoft Office Project 2007 application. When you first bring up the application, this is what you see. Right on top, you have the title bar with the default project name. It's always a good practice to start by saving the project with an appropriate name. The file menu, and we'll come to the details later. The view bar, which can be toggled off and on by using this option. And your main workspace. You have this vertical bar or divider in the center. To the left of the divider, you have the table. What you see here is called the entry table. On the right side, you have the view, and what you see here is the Gantt view. On the top of the Gantt view, you have the timeline. The first thing you do to set up a project is to define its start date. Let's assume that the project starts on the 4th of October. You can see that the project is using the default calendar, which is the standard calendar. It's always good practice to define your own calendar instead of using one of the standard calendars. You do this by going to change working time and creating a copy of the standard calendar. We will define this calendar to be a 6-day work week, starting 9 in the morning till 6 in the evening. Verify that you have the timings right by clicking on any of the dates. 12th is non-working. Now let's define holidays. 26th is Diwali. 6th is Eid. 25th December happens to be Christmas. And we are too pissed on the first to work. Let's also assume that we have every third Saturday as an off. Now you see, it's not just sufficient to do this. You will need to set a recurrence pattern because you need to have the 20th of November, the 18th of December, the 15th of Jan, etc. as off days. You do this by defining a recurrence pattern. And we will end the recurrence pattern after 12 occurrences. Now, before you complete definition of the calendar, you will need to synchronize the calendar with the options. That completes your definition. And you now need to go and assign that calendar that you just created to the project. You're now ready to enter your first task.